Hey, everybody, welcome to day 5. Day 5, and I'm still alive. For those of you who are wondering, yes, I have not cheated even a little bit on this yet. No, I have not. And it is not easy. It has been hard, but hey, we're doing it. We're doing it. What's up, everybody? I see two people watching. What's going on, people? So, all right, where do I begin? I don't know. I really don't. Hey, I see Domino behind me. What's up, Domino? How you doing, baby? How you doing? It's my little special needs retarded kitty. Um, all right, so where to start? I always start with prayer. Let's start with prayer. Start with prayer because prayer is what's important. The someone left when I said that. The what I learned today. Okay, prayer wise. So it was talking about one of my readings today was talking about Paul asking others to pray for him. Um, and it's funny because actually the book that the devotional, the 21 days of prayer devotional that I'm following was talking about that. And then the readings today I was doing was also talking about that. So it's kind of one of those funnies because it's not like the reading that the devotional assigns to me, just what I was reading. Both of them incorporated Paul asking for other people to pray for him. Um, I don't know if that would be considered a sign, just a coincidence or whatever. But I could use anybody who's interested in praying for me's help because this is getting hard. I had a hell of a time sleeping last night. And yeah, I kept getting up to pee because I've been drinking so much water. I probably got to pee like 6 times last night. It was horrible. I could not get any real sleep. And so I woke up this morning super cranky and grumpy and just like yelling at my cats and frustrated and just yeah. It was not productive. But so if anybody feels the need to add me to their prayers, that would be greatly appreciated. I could use you know some uh, a little bit of Holy Spirit strength in these more difficult times. So that's what I learned this morning. Um, I'm going to make this one really short today because, I did not get very much sleep and I have a lot to accomplish today, and things are not getting accomplished at the same pace that they normally would because I am tired. Hard, hard, and hard. Understand me when I'm saying I'm tired? And of course, Pepper Potts has to come here and be sitting right in my face and distract me from what I'm trying to talk to you. Um, so last night I got to, I volunteer at my church. I work on the tech team and I do the help with the lighting. I've been in training for a while, and last night was the first time that I set up the lights for a song, all programmed and stuff by myself. I had, a little bit of like, okay, where's this, where's that, but not a lot. I mean, I probably could have like suffered through it and got without questions, but it was really helpful to have someone there to, you know, make me not hunt and pick when I just needed a quick refresher. So, anywho, um, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, here's the thing that's bugging me. Y'all who are posting your food on social media, you guys suck. You guys suck. Suck so much. So much. Like a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Seriously. I do not want to see that right now. And I can't just go off social media because I have to work, partially on social media to promote things and market things. And yeah, so I gotta be there. And it just seems like, I mean, today I saw this one that was showed ribs and chicken and grilled chicken and coleslaw and potatoes and beans and February can't come fast enough. I tell you, it cannot come fast enough. Anywho, now I can stand strong. God's got my back. It's gonna be good. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be groovy. It's gonna be golden. What were my lists of things that I wanted to talk about? I know I put them when I post these things. So let's take a look here real fast here. So yeah, praying is going good. I am feeling like I'm getting closer to God. It's like one of those things. Yeah, it's just out of practice, you know. It's going good. I uh I would say that if even though I may not like I was already, like on board with God, you know what I mean, and prayer and communion with him, but I needed more. You know what I mean? I needed it. I needed him to get more involved in my life and stuff. And I'm working on some things that I'm gonna really need his guidance and support, and his you know, his opening of doors and whatnot. And yeah, so it was interesting to find out that in my discoveries that this is going to make me more obedient to God, just because the fact that I'm spending more time in prayer and I'm spending more time with my thoughts on Him. It's going to make me more obedient, which is a good thing. But yeah, I'm super hungry. Not getting enough sleep last night, but I'm staying strong. Praise Jesus. Yes, praise Jesus. If anybody's in the chat, say hi. It would be cool to say hi, and if you're there, I'll say hi back to you while I'm still broadcasting. Um, and I hope that you guys are benefiting from this. I'm benefiting from it. I don't know if I'm benefiting from the broadcasting, because I'm not really trying to benefit from the broadcasting, but I'm hoping that by sharing this with you guys are getting some benefit from this broadcasting. Um, it is one of these things that okay, so like being really open about my faith, and like really, like, I don't know, it's not like I'm coming out of some closet or anything. I was never like secretive about my faith, but being open about my faith has definitely changed the way a lot of people react to me. That's something I've noticed. There's some people that have written me off. I've lost friends. Lost some subscribers. They're like, I don't want to watch. Damn. I don't know if they feel convicted, or if they just all hate God, or whatever. Or I'm not talking about comic books, so they tell me to go away. I'm not sure what that's about, but I have discovered that been happening too. But that's totally okay. It's totally okay. If you feel like you need to unsubscribe, you need to unfriend me, unfollow me, whatever. If that's what you feel like you need to do, that's what you need to do, right? I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just trying to figure out how to live mine, right? You know, um, it's there's so much more to, you know, like, I mean, it's okay. So like there's like many levels of Christianity. There's the fire insurance level, where it's like, okay, you're saved, you're going to heaven. You know what I mean? Just try and live a decent life, and make sure that you don't change your mind about God. You got that fire insurance, right? But then there's the next level, is when you get to know God, spend time with him in prayer, let him influence your life, that kind of thing. Then there's the next level, and that's the level of devotion, discipleship, where you let God use you, and ask him to find new ways to use you. And he does. He really does. He don't hold back on that. That's for sure. But yeah, that puts you through all kinds of things like psychologically, you know. I mean, you have to, because here's the thing is, you know, the closer you get to God, the more the evils of the world are going to try and tear you away from him, right? So yeah, I am not an expert on religion. I really know the Bible very well. I even know like some other religions a little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit, tiny bit. But I don't claim to be an expert. I am not a theologian. I am not, you know, formally trained. Um, I can benefit from people who have that kind of experience and knowledge. I really enjoy talking to them. Um, you know, I'm hoping that you know, I don't know, hope, pray, love, joy. I don't know. I mean, I am just doing the best that I can with what I know how to do, right? I mean, you know, right now this is a really hard day because I didn't get enough sleep, and I'm like, it's been 5 days. Well, this is day 5 without a single morsel of food. The closest thing I get to food are my pills in the morning, you know, and then you can probably maybe my morning coffee, but that's not really food, you know. That's it. And I've never gone this long without food ever. My whole life never gone this long without food. And I've been doing okay. I mean, I thought I'd have hunger pains. I thought I'd be suffering. I thought I'd be like, oh, I'm starving. You know, I thought that that was going to be it, but I'm not. I'm not. It's not like that. You know, that there, I mean, I'm a lot weaker. Um, I can feel like parts of my body, you know, reacting to being like, you know, slowly diminished from this. There's a lot of things like that going on, but you know, I'm gonna survive. God's got my back. It's gonna be beautiful, right? And then after 21 days, I think I'm like, what? I'm like, this is day 5. So after this day is over, I will be, you know, what? Like, what's that? Like 20% done, something like that. I don't know, something. Anyway, I will be getting closer every day to this goal. But you know, I just have to stand strong, believe, and have faith, and you know, and my prayer is getting stronger. There are I find that I'm still struggling with. Uh, I struggle with things in communication. I don't know, you guys. If you guys follow me, you're like, "Oh, it's really hard to watch your videos, Drew, because you and you get sidetracked and you say stuff that's so vague that it's absolutely mind numbing." I understand that. I really need to be able to fix that. It is not good for you guys. It is not good for me. It is not good for anyone I communicate with that I stumble and bumble on what I say so much. I really need to figure that out. I need to be able to just make a streamlined communication with people, and then you know, call it uh, you know, close the channel, you might say. Anyway, all right. So I honestly thank you all for your interest in this. If anybody is planning on doing a fast someday to get closer to God, please use this as a reference. So what's up, man? Doomsday. What's going on, buddy? I am holding up. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night, and combined with the lack of energy and lack of sleep, I've been kind of grumpy this morning. Some of my cats got yelled at, you know, and they may have been kicked off my feet this morning. Just that may have happened. That might have happened this morning. That cats got launched from my feet when I was trying to get up. So. But thank you for your interest and for caring, and I appreciate it. I seriously do. And wait till you read 2. You're gonna love it. Wait, it's coming. It's coming. Fulfillment is in play. I'm so excited. It's gonna have chapter 2 coming to you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I know I'm goofy. I'm goofy, but just wait, give it another 10 days and see how goofy I get then. I'll be like out of my mind, delirious, probably. Um, anyhow, I appreciate everybody for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for making comments in the chat. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for even caring. If by any chance you guys want to add me to your prayers, it would be appreciated. You know, a little bit of extra praying is always good. At least you got your support cats. Just take a whiff of their cat food. That'll hold your hunger. The cat food has not been appetizing yet. That is definitely true. The cat food has not been appetizing yet. If it gets to the point where it's appetizing, I will start to worry about myself. But yes, the cat food has not. I have not like. I have not done that yet. You notice how I throw in the yet because it's like I don't rule that out as being a possibility. Yeah, psyched for the new book. I'm psyched for you to read it, man. So yeah, so we just passed 16 minutes. I'm a little delirious. I don't know really what to talk about. I got Operation Cleanup on the 21st, which means I got to find some time. And Operation Cleanup is when they come by and they pick up garbage that you put out in front of your street, like where you usually put your garbage cans. You just put like stuff there, not garbage like food garbage, but like tree clippings and appliances and stuff like that that you don't normally throw away the regular way, right? So I got a whole bunch of boxes that I have like from what do you say? At least you know in an apocalypse how long you can go without eating. Yeah, I will have a good answer to that one. That is definitely for sure. I definitely will have a good feel. I'll have confidence that I can go a long time. I mean, what Jesus did the 40 days, right? I mean, 40 days is possible. I mean, Jesus has an unfair advantage, but before chowing some pet food. Yeah, that pet food. If that starts looking good, I know I'm suffering. But yeah, oh man, I tell you, the I can't let it. I cannot be like, oh, pity me, because that is definitely not the right approach. It's not my personality, and it's not the way you're supposed to do this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for attention. The only reason why I'm even sharing this with anybody is because that's what I felt like I'm supposed to do. So, yeah. Anything interesting to say? I don't know. Probably. Has anybody read the old Flash Gordon series? I actually love those comics. The old Flash Gordon comics. They're so good. I mean, they're like Silver Age for real. I mean, they're like from the, like 80s, early 80s. Anyway. So, all right, yeah. So, I appreciate you all. Thank you for taking the time to come and check out what I'm doing. I am just sitting here being delirious for you right now. No, I'm not delirious right now. I'm far from delirious. I'm a little tired. Actually, I'm a lot tired. I could use a nap. I actually let's see here. Start considering pouring milk in some dry food and call it cereal. And he goes, funny thing, I never read comics as a kid. Really? You never read comics as a child? Wow, man. That's like how I got into comics. I stopped reading them for years and years and years. But I mean, man, when I was a pup, okay, so like I remember the first comic book store popping up in my neighborhood, in my town, like the first store, like where all they sold was comic books, nothing, no t-shirts, no hats, no toys, just comic books. And comic books were like, shoot, I think the most expensive ones were like 70 cents, 80 cents. Yeah, I'm an old man. I mean, they were really inexpensive. And, I would buy like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, you know what I mean? And on allowance money. And I would spend my entire week reading them. And then, uh, yeah, but that was then. Those comics are not like comics today. Comics are so different today than they were back then. I mean, now I keep my comics in bags and boards and protected formats. Before then, I would roll them up and stick them in my pocket. I'd have a comic book rolled up sticking out of my back pocket. That's what I did. um and I'd grab it and I'd hit people over the head with it. Beep. Yeah. Let's see here. He says here, says, I grew into a comic nerd in my 40s. Yeah, it happens. I owned one comic as a kid, Conan. Conan, that's a good comic. It really is. I mean, the story sometimes is kind of what, but the art in that was always pretty good. So I had fun reading those when I didn't. Conan wasn't one of my go-tos actually. Um, I read a lot of Daredevil actually. Probably that's something everybody's familiar with. I mean, I read mostly heavy metal. That was like the one I read the most. Because it was the one that was like, I wasn't supposed to have, so I read it all the time. I was like, oh, I like this one. But yeah, comics are fun. I really enjoy comics. This is, I was into sports as a kid, between hockey, etc. I never had the patience always on the go. Doesn't take much patience to read a comic book, man. Just saying. So, like, if you didn't have patience for a comic book, man, I tell you, those required readings must have been a nightmare for you. Someone's trying to call me, but it's a spam call from Pixley, California. See, I don't know anybody in Pixley, so it's definitely spam. Let's see here. We got Sparkles watching with us, and she says, "Have you listened to the band LaRue?" And I'm like, "It sounds familiar. I probably have." And then Christina is in there. She says, "Hi, Drew. You're awesome. I think you need to take. I think you need me to take you cookies. I have New Kids on the Block comics. You can bring me cookies in February, but until February, I can't eat them. So, you know, um, they would just go to waste and probably get stale. He says, when I say one comic, I mean one issue. And he said, I had definite ADD as a kid. Yeah, I think everybody, I mean, in all reality, I mean, it's like being a kid is like the definition of ADD in a way. It should be. I mean, like if you don't have ADD as a kid, there's probably something broken. I'm just saying. No, that's probably not right. That's not right to say. It's not right to say. Feels right. That's probably not right to say. Anyway, um, so yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and I appreciate you. And seriously, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now because it's been 23 minutes and I'm just like babbling, talking about stuff completely unrelated to the 21 days of purpose. Um, but I encourage everybody who believes in God to take some time to focus on prayer, and I definitely, if you're going to, like, if you're going to do a fast, you know what I mean, make sure that you pray hard, because it's going to get challenging on you. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But like I said, it's not as difficult as I actually expected it to be. Definitely, I'm getting, I'm getting some help. I'm getting some help with this from God. Holy Spirit's kind of like, helping me lift off, man. So it's cool. And yeah, man, I'm gonna hold strong, man. I'm gonna make this 21 days if I can help it. You know what I mean? If I the only thing that would stop me from going the whole 21 days is actually starving to death. You know what I mean? Like to the point where like I have to go to the hospital and they're gonna give me something, and then at that point I'll stop. At that point I will stop. If I have to go to the hospital because of whatever reason, then I'll stop the fast. But yeah, short of that, I'm not stopping. So, although I don't think I'm going to go there. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near there. I mean, my research on fasting, obviously I did research it to make sure I wasn't doing anything stupid, just out of like, stupidity. Um, my research told me that you can fast up to 28 days before doing any damage to your body. Like your body will be fine without food for 28 days, which when I say fine, I mean you won't die. You won't get sick and there won't be permanent damage. You know what I mean? You might get sick, a little sick, but it won't be permanent damage. Um, sometimes they say, after the 28 days, you can go a lot longer. Um, but, but the point I'm making is I'm not even going 28. I'm going 21. So I should be groovy, right? Should be golden. You got Todd. Hey, what's up, Todd? Hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you here, brother. Yeah. So I just wanted everybody to know that those people who are generally in my life, I kind of say a little prayer for everybody these days. And if you got time to pray for me, I'd be appreciated. I keep saying that because it happened to be what I was reading about today. Paul said that Paul asked for prayer a lot, requested prayer for himself a lot, so that the Spirit could work through him and things could be done beautifully. And and then don't just pray for this. Don't just pray for my ability to be strong and get through this. Also, there's a lot of things. Pray that God will work in my life. If you're praying for me, pray that the things that God will be faithful for the works that He created in me will be fulfilled. That'll be like He who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Yeah, just pray that God will be faithful. I'm sure He will. You know what I mean? But it doesn't hurt to prayer. It doesn't hurt to prayer. Reinforcement's good. So thanks, brother. Appreciate the support, man. I totally do. All right. With that said, we're going to go ahead and sign off now. So thank you again, everybody who's taken interest in this and showing support. I appreciate you all, and I will see you tomorrow on day 6. Hopefully, I will get some sleep tonight.